If you smell what Lenny is cooking.
Every week. What are you doing?
The Rock's coming back to wrestling. I'm excited.
No. The Rock is doing the Jungle Cruise movie. We're going to talk about it on this episode of Next Stop, Main Street.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Next Stop, Main Street. I'm Marlena.
I'm Lenny.
And I'm Angela.
And guess what? This episode is all about We're All Ears, which means we have tons of Disney news for you. So we're actually just going to get right into it because we want to get to everything as much as possible. So Angela, start us off.
All right,
what do we need to know?
So let's do some quick fire news with starting with Club 33 coming to Walt Disney World and coming to every park. So there is going to be a Club 33 in all four main theme parks.
Now, what if you don't know what Club 33 is? Could you explain it to our audience?
So Club 33 is, it originates in Disneyland, and it's an exclusive club that you have to pay into, and there's this giant waiting list. And if you're not in Club 33, you don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
Club 33, it's, we know that there's a room and it has this blue number 33 on it, and inside there's a lounge, and we're assuming food, but if you're not in it, do you really know what it is?
It's for
kind
like
of mysterious.
Yeah,
It's basically like a private club.
Yeah.
It was a private club for the upper echelon. It costs a lot of money to join. There's a lot of money to renew, dues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now they're bringing it to all four parks in Disney World. They're all going to be differently themed according to which park they're in.
Yeah. And they're not connected. So if you're a part of one Club 33, you're not a part of another.
Right, you can't go to another one.
Yeah, so you can't be, like if you join the Epcot Club 33, you can't go to the Animal Kingdom Club 33.
Yeah.
Or the Disneyland.
And it is a private club, so there are dues.
Yes.
You do pay. You're not just going to walk in there.
Right. Right.
There's and I think dues, if I'm looking here, individual members can pay like $50,000. You have to pay an initial $50,000 to join. I mean, it's private, but now if you're in Florida and you go to Disney World, at least you have access to the private club.
If you want to drop the $50,000.
Yeah, and who knows? I mean, I'm sure as more details come out, maybe some of the, Animal Kingdom Club might be a little, I don't know, unless it's like, if you're a member of the club, you can go to any of these clubs, unless that's
They've already said that that's not how it works.
Oh, it's individual clubs?
It's individual, yep. You join the Epcot one, or you join the Disneyland one.
Nice. Well, if you got the money,
do it. So our next
we won't see you there.
Next Stop Main Street will not be there.
Yeah, so next
we
stop,
might be knocking on the door and getting kicked out, but
yeah, the next stop, not Club 33.
Yeah. Not Club 33.
So our next piece of news is the Jungle Cruise movie, as we know, is starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and he was found on a Jungle Cruise boat a few weeks ago, surprising some guests who didn't think it was him. They thought it was an actor, and he is an actor, but it was him.
So did he surprise them? Because I think they just announced that finally, it was a go for this movie. So I think that was his hey, it's for real, I'm doing it.
Right.
Kind of
exactly.
PR stunt thing.
Yes.
Now Lenny loves The Rock, so this is like...
That's my man.
And I love the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, anything that guy touches turns to gold lately. I mean, everything. You name a movie that hasn't been successful that he was in, besides The Tooth Fairy and Game Day.
But Disney loves The Rock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He signed when he first became an actor, his first started his acting career, he signed a 5-movie deal with him. So his first 5 movies were, maybe it's not his first 5, but there was 5 movies consecutively that were all Disney related because he signed a 5-movie contract, and now he's come back to do more.
Yeah.
Because he did Moana.
Yeah,
now
he's
doing
fantastic now.
Jungle Cruise, yeah. So, I mean, he's fantastic at everything he does.
Yeah, one of Brian, my husband's favorite songs from Moana is "You're Welcome." That he says
that was perfect. That was perfect.
And that was The Rock actually singing. And Brian's like, "Is that Rock actually singing?" I'm like, "It is actually him singing that."
Yeah. So next up at the launch bay in Disney's Hollywood Studios, there is now an interactive meet and greet with BB-8, which I think is super exciting and super ties in to all of the hype around Star Wars. And so if you've checked out the interactive meet and greet with BB-8, and I know that there was a meet and greet with him before, but I don't think it was as kind of interactive and inclusive with him that you did, right?
Yeah, me and my brother, I don't want to toot our own horns, but a couple years ago when we went to go see Force Awakens in Disney World during the premiere, they had a meet and greet with BB-8, Darth Vader, and Chewbacca. Yeah, it was a great time. So now it's awesome that everyone can experience, because that was a private viewing.
Gotcha.
The only people that could see him were if you had the special tickets to the premiere.
Yeah.
So it was great.
And I really like the launch bay. I like that little addition.
Yeah,
so
it's awesome.
It'd be cool to see. He'll be there along with Kylo Ren. Chewbacca's there too. So a great little area to meet all these great Star Wars characters.
Yeah, there's always stormtroopers walking around.
Oh yeah. And the little, what are they little guys that like love to trade things. They're always there.
Ewoks.
No,
Jawas.
Jawas. They're always there. You
Yeah,
can like
right.
go in, and they're just roaming free kind of.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really cute. And let's be real, BB-8 is like the cutest thing to come to Star Wars since what?
R2D2.
R2D2. Yeah.
He's much cuter than R2D2.
And he's much cuter than R2D2.
He actually has some personality to him.
Yeah,
You know, it's funny. The way he moves his head, shakes, he like thumbs up with the lighter.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So this will be great not only for kids but for adults. So this is a really
Oh,
cool.
for adults, not for kids.
Wow.
I'm sure Angela's gonna see him in a couple weeks.
Yes.
And Alina too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. So yeah, BB-8.
Yay! Next up, Wi-Fi is coming to Disneyland starting, they're going to start beta testing on April 24th.
Which blows my mind that they don't have Wi-Fi yet. I mean,
Yeah.
I've only been to Disneyland once. I was 18 years old. You know, so I don't think Wi-Fi was even big back then. But it blows my mind that they don't have Wi-Fi.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're starting off with some beta testing hotspots around Disneyland, and that kind of coincides with the new Disneyland Max Pass. I don't know, we haven't discussed the Max
I don't
Pass
think we
here.
have. No.
So the Max Pass is it's a new kind of alternative to the Fast Pass coming to Disneyland after Wi-Fi rolls out, and it's $10 per day per ticket, and it's kind of, it comes along with Fast Pass. So you can still get the free Fast Passes, or you can choose to get Max Pass.
So what's the perks of the Max Pass?
So the Max Pass is on your phone.
On your My Disney Experience
Well, it's on your Disneyland app.
Okay.
Because you're in Disneyland.
Yeah.
And so the Max Pass has Photo Pass and the new reserving on your phone in one. And so we're assuming, and like not these details haven't come out yet, that you're going to go up to the ride to the Max Pass line, show them your phone, and they'll scan some kind of barcode or QR code or something.
Yeah.
But it is an alternative to the free paper Fast Passes you can get, and it's $10 a day per ticket, so it's not per family, it's per person.
April 24th is a bigger day than just beta testing some Wi-Fi. It's actually Molly's birthday, going to be April 24th.
Yeah, but oddly enough, the day before April 23rd is your birthday. So.
And the day before that is not my birthday.
Not yet.
That would have worked out well.
That would've been
But we're super close to 1 month till we go.
Yes.
Right.
And the opening of Pandora.
Woo.
So that's big news too.
And the end of Flower Garden Festival.
Yep, but we'll be checking that out.
Yes, and we're going to vlog our whole trip, so
Yeah.
you guys will definitely see clips from that.
Are you definitely going to try to go to Pandora?
Oh, we have fast passes.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Our first Fast Pass of the day is
Beautiful.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're going.
Oh,
And that restaurant in there is going to be the first one for online mobile ordering.
Yes. Disney Uber is coming to Walt Disney World. I haven't heard anything about Disneyland.
Mhm.
I don't think you
I don't
need it for
think you
Disney.
need it.
That's stupid.
You didn't know.
But it's coming to Walt Disney World. It's not officially Disney Uber. It's Disney's version of the third-party drive around sites. You know a little bit more about Disney Uber.
So Disney last year rolled out the express transportation, which was extremely successful. I don't have the statistics in front of me, but it was widely popular. So they're taking it a next step further. I mean, if you ever go to Disney World and you don't use their public transportation, you Uber around. If you're going from your hotel to Boardwalk to go hang out,
Or if you
downtown
have a reservation time,
And it's hard to get
in
there.
your
right?
hotel,
Yeah.
it might be hard to get there. I love to Uber from my hotel to a reservation
Right.
and not
Yeah.
spend the time trying to.
Some of the dining in the beach club's hard to get to from, like, even if you're walking from like the Epcot, the International Gateway Bridge, like it's hard to get to the beach club dining.
Right. So now Disney wants to cash in on that experience. They don't want Uber to, take their revenue anymore.
Mhm.
So they started their own Uber type transportation. Instead of the express transportation, now it's more private, where you and your
Yeah.
family or yourself.
And it's inside hired, so they're not
Inside hiring,
they're
not hiring
hiring
outside drivers. You have to. I was reading the requirements on what you need to be the Uber driver for Disney, and it's pretty intense. So it seems to be pretty safe. It's not going to have any trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it because I use it all the time. It's just much more convenient than their regular transportation.
And does it say that the Disney Uber will have like sort of like an Uber app? Like, will there be an app for us so you can see when the driver's arriving, or is it sort of still in the
Everything.
phase?
It'll be all the same thing.
Okay.
They'll have to, I don't know if it's
You
going to be
know
part of
who
the
your
My
driver
Experience.
is.
Right. They'll have the
Yeah.
picture, the car, everything.
Wow.
Its location, all that will be.
Yeah, hopefully they can
similar.
just put it right through the My Disney Experience app.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure they will
I mean,
eventually.
it's such a smart idea for them because, like you were saying, like I said, like I had used Uber before
Right.
at Disney, and I think more and more people are as you come to realize, okay, I can't be late for this, or I want to get here
Yeah.
easy, or I'm going to be out later than
Right,
my family is. I want to get back quicker, whatever it is, and so why would Disney not capitalize and be like, no, let's make it safer for our guests, and control it ourselves. You know, so.
And make why pay Uber when they can be paying Disney?
Yeah, exactly.
Right there. I was like, keep giving my money.
I like this piece of news. I think it's great.
Me too.
Now, see, the price points though could be a little bit different. But it could be like Orlando International Airport does not let Uber drivers pick people up at the airport. You can drop them off, you can't pick them up. So Disney might have the same thing where, okay, now Uber and Lyft are now, excluded from our resorts.
Yeah, that's true.
It could do that because MCO does it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Disney doesn't do the same thing with it. Say, okay, you only can use our drivers or nothing at all.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be more details to come. We'll fill you guys in.
That's very new news.
Yeah.
And also some very new news is the Frozen Broadway cast was just announced. Well, some of the cast was just announced. It was announced yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday what's the date?
18th.
So on Monday, April 17th, the Frozen Broadway cast is announced, and that show's going to open for testing in Denver this August 2017. But we do have details on the cast. So Anna is going to be played by Patty Murin, who is known best for her roles in, I can never pronounce this, it's fine, Lysistrata Jones, and Xanadu. I knew that. I don't know that show. But I do know Lysistrata Jones. And then Elsa's going to be played by Casey Levy, I think it's Levy.
I think it's Levy. Yeah.
I think it's Levy too. And she's best known for her roles in Ghost and Les Mis.
So Casey Levy can shoot snow out of her hands?
Yes.
That's pretty
Correct. Good. And both actresses have played in Wicked also, different times in different roles. Murin played Glinda, and Levy played Elphaba.
Yeah. So they're Broadway at this point.
Yes. And Broadway newbie is going to be playing Kristoff, is Jaylani Aladdin. Broadway. Olaf's playing by Greg Hildreth. I'm so sorry, all of you. Hans is going to be played by John Riddle. I got that one. And the Duke of Wesselton will be played by Robert Creighton.
I'm really interested to see what they do with Olaf.
Yeah, me too.
Will he have an actual snowman costume? Will they kind of just make him have white and kind of a fit? I'm really interested in how the costuming would be for Olaf. That's what I think I would be really interested in seeing how they do that.
Yeah, and in more backstage news, they have replace the choreographer, not replace, but a new choreographer is coming on to replace Christopher Gattelli, who is from Newsies, and our new choreographer is going to be Rob Ashford, who is known for his work with Thoroughly Modern Millie and How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, which I think is very exciting. I'm a dance person, so I'm into the choreographers, and I love his work with Thoroughly Modern Millie, so I'm excited to see what he does with Frozen.
Yeah, and so if you're in Denver when they're testing, I'd definitely go out and see it. When a Broadway show tests, basically they try to get all the kinks out. So hopefully the cast stays the same after the test.
Yeah.
But that's where they really see if it's gonna be successful. So based on you guys in Denver, hopefully it actually makes it to Broadway after that.
In spring 2018. Yeah. Cross our fingers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And the most exciting piece of news from this week is the teaser trailer for The Last Jedi. Who's excited?
Finally.
So I watched it. I was actually one of the first people.
She watched it first before I did.
Yeah, because I happened to be on a road trip, so I had my phone on me, like literally attached to me on the road trip, and so it popped up, and I saw the poster, posted the poster before anybody had posted it, besides the news people there, because there was a convention going on,
yes.
Star Wars Celebration,
yeah.
So people had posted it from there, so I found it because I was on Twitter, and I posted it, and then I saw the teaser trailer. And I was listening to it in the car, my husband was driving, and just the music alone, he was like, I have goosebumps. He didn't even watch it, he was just listening to it. He's like, I have goosebumps.
Yeah,
it's a lot. And I think it did exactly what a teaser trailer is supposed to do. It was a teaser, it gave you a little bit. It just gave you a little bit of kind of like, not the theming, but kind of like what the atmosphere is going to be like. It was a perfect teaser trailer.
So some of the things we had talked about previously, we had talked about Last Jedi when they came up with the name. We had said, what could it mean? And we had talked about sort of a balance. And I think they alluded to, yes, you're right. If that was your theory, it's going to be more about a balance. And but Lenny, you're our house expert here. I want you to tell us what you picked from it and what you think they're trying to say, or what the movie's going to really focus on.
So if you have to watch Rebels to kind of understand the gray.
Which Rebels is ending. This is
last season,
yeah.
But they're coming out with a couple different spin-offs. We'll talk about those in later episodes. There's one actually starting in July, so we'll talk about that before that show starts. But Rebels started alluding to the gray area, the gray side of the Force, the balance, so to speak. So I think that's the direction they're going in. Enough with the good guys and bad guys. They're going to be more towards the gray. So I'm excited. Luke says it at the end of the teaser trailer, like the one thing that he knows, the Jedi must end. And at first, I was speculating like that's not Luke Skywalker at all. That was Benicio del Toro's character. And then me and Angela watched a clip of Luke, Mark Hamill, and Daisy Ridley on Good Morning America, and he was like, "No, that was me who said it."
Yeah.
So that sucks. But yeah.
Wait, no, you're wrong.
So from the trailer, from the teaser, can we now say that Daisy Ridley's character is a Jedi or has Jedi power? Because you see her on the rock with the lightsaber.
Right. So she has
Jedi capabilities.
And the rock's lifting up in the air.
Right, and she's going to be in my opinion, obviously no one knows, but in my opinion, she's going to be the person that brings balance to the Force. And there'll be no more Sith or Jedi. It'll just be you're a Force user, or you're Force sensitive, and that's it.
So she can feel both sides.
Right, and they were alluding to it in the Force Awakens too, where she was getting very angry at certain situations.
Yeah. But would that be because of who her parents are?
Whoa, who knows? They said they're gonna give us hints towards that in this movie, not tell us who it is.
Because why would she have a balance?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna find out. But Luke knows about the balance.
Yeah.
He's very aware of the balance.
He's very aware of the balance.
When does the movie come out? December
15th.
15th.
15, 2017.
Let's do. Are you going to be in Disney again to see this premiere?
I'm gonna ask Jason, our brother, if he wants to
Well,
go.
I think Jason will be there already, no?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
If he is, maybe I'll fly down and just meet him to see him.
Maybe I'll fly down and meet
There
them.
you
Yeah,
go.
I think Jason and his family are going to be in Disney the weekend before this, so I'm not sure how that will work for a premiere.
The one thing about
Unless he stays a little.
and the one thing about Rian Johnson, the director, is that, and what I like, a little bit different than J.J. Abrams, because Rian Johnson was a Star Wars fan from a child, and he grew up in loving Star Wars. And he talked about one time I watched New Hope 17 times in the movie theater alone. I'm like, oh boy, that's a little excessive.
Yeah.
Even though I've seen like Force Awakens probably 30 times. But so I love that about him. So I think he's gonna do a very good job. With J.J. Abrams, he's an amazing director and producer.
Oh, definitely.
But he's done Star Trek and Lost and all these other movies, Cloverfield. But Rian Johnson is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars fanboy, just like the rest of us.
And I loved in the teaser too. This little side note that they show Leia's here, like she's which we knew she's in that movie, but it was a good here's a little clip. Of
Yeah,
her
they said they
there.
didn't change anything about her character. At the end, obviously they're gonna have to maybe.
No, they said they're not going. Well,
she gets injured. That was known already. She gets injured at some point, so maybe she goes in a coma or whatever,
something.
and maybe that injury leads to long-term effects where she passes away. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
But she was done filming when the tragedy happened.
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
No,
That's
seriously,
right.
that was devastating.
Yeah, terrible.
But since the teaser premiered at the Star Wars Celebration, I thought it was so cool that after 15 years, Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin Skywalker, made his first Star Wars-esque appearance.
Right.
Yeah.
I love Hayden Christensen, and I thought it was so cool. And a little side note, he had a signing, right? And you paid like $130 for the signing. When you go to these celebrations and Comic-Cons, you pay for the signings. That's why celebrities do it. And a Star Wars fan, a new Star Wars fan who just really got into Star Wars because of Force Awakens, kind of heard about this popular internet meme in this episode 2 where Anakin's like, I don't like sand, it's coarse and it's whatever. It's a popular internet meme. And so he brought a jar of sand for Hayden Christensen to sign. So just a little, I thought it was hysterical. I thought it was so cool that Hayden Christensen is coming back out into the Star Wars world, because honestly, Star Wars fans are the most dedicated, loyal fans. And it's always been an issue with some fans that he kind of was like,
He pulled back.
He pulled back and wanted nothing to do with it. He got some harsh criticism and stuff like that. But what he doesn't understand is that fans are loyal regardless if they hated you, and whatever it is, they're going to always show up.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford wanted to do the same thing. Harrison Ford wanted to be killed in Empire Strikes Back. And George Lucas was like, no, we got big plans for you. But Harrison Ford didn't want to be part of the Star Wars community at all.
Yeah.
And, obviously they killed him off in the last movie, but he also had his reservations. So it's good to see, Hayden Christensen back.
Yeah.
And maybe he's going to make an appearance in this movie as a Force Ghost.
Who knows? Or the last one gets to be filmed, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's all our news for We're All Ears. Tons of stuff happened
I know, this is a big 2 weeks.
And
We were a little behind because of our DVC episode and some more questions episode, but we hope we caught you up, and we hope that it was informative, that you learned something from this.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. You definitely want to subscribe, and if you want to be notified every time we upload, hit the little bell icon next to our subscribe button.
Yeah, and we really want you guys to leave comments.
Yeah,
we want to know what you want us to talk about. Again, this is family run.
Yeah.
So if there's something that your family has questions about a trip, and what is something good to do. A lot of people ask me all the time, what's your favorite things to do at Disney? I just helped somebody else with that, one of our friends. We want to know what you want to know. So make sure you leave your comments below, and we'll try to get to them in future episodes. And we had a lot of good feedback on our DVC episodes. So if you have questions about the Disney Vacation Club, go back and watch that episode.
That was great. Yeah. Any tips and tricks you guys want to know? We have been there enough times to help you.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially her.
And if we don't know the answer, we'll find the answer for you.
Yeah.
Great.
So definitely check out my homemade ears, Island Ear Co. These are new, and I also have a new pair of Snow White ears. So some flower and garden designs kind of going up. And someone asked me last episode if I could start telling you guys where I get my Disney-inspired shirts, because they love the shirts I wear and they want to know where they're from. So starting with this great shirt, it says, throw pixie dust around like confetti. This shirt is from Second Star Co. So we'll leave the link in the description.
Yeah.
Okay, and also we had a friend pass away, and her husband created a website in memory of her. It's called jane-forest.org. And what he's asking everyone to do is to plant a tree in her honor. And then there's upload your pictures every once in a while, periodically, to show the growth of the tree and how beautiful it's become. It's a great thing. I'm going to do one. I should have done it already, but I'm just waiting for the ground to soften up a little bit before we plant here in Rhode Island. So if you can, we're going to put the link on the bottom. Just visit the page, see what he has to say. If you don't, we get it. But we would love for you to help out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's it for Next Stop Main Street, and we'll see you next time, probably on Main Street.
So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to all our videos for the latest updates on Next Stop Main Street.
And make sure you check out all of our other Disney videos by clicking up here.
Make sure you follow us on social media.